The 2017 Premier League women's season saw North West Grads earn back-to-back premierships in a dominant display that also netted them another Association Best and Fairest award for Emily Newbold, another leading goal scorer award for Ashley Arthur, and 5 players named in the Premier League All-Star Team of the Year. The competition was quite even overall, with every side competitive in stages, but a clear top 4 emerged, and the final series proved that anyone could have potentially won it on any given day. The 2018 season promises to see the difference between top and bottom narrow considerably, with expectations that this year could be the most unpredictable in a long time. Here's our preview of the 2018 Premier League hockey season, proudly brought to you by Elite Mouthguards. OHA collected the wooden spoon last year after some heavy player turnover forced them to promote some new blood. It was also the final year for coach Sue Brooks, one of the Premier League's most decorated and successful coaches and players. 2018 is a year of renewal, with Sarah McCambridge returning to the side as player and new head coach, joined by her brother Sam McCambridge on the sidelines. They will be bolstered by the return of midfielder Sophie McLeod, who with McCambridge and Jean Flanagan will form an exciting, experienced core of stars around which to build their young squad. Youngsters Julia Gunn, Laura Spandler, Nellie Painter and Evie Dalton will all be expected to take another step forward in their development to drive the return of the Ships into finals contention. Derwent challenged at times during 2017, and they'll go into the new season with a lot of continuity on and off the pitch. Coach Torren Bester continues to develop his young squad into a competitive outfit, with a bright future ahead of them if they continue to build, but success this season will again be driven by established stars Eliza Westland, Molly Hayes and Jess Tremaine. Louise Maddock, Lauren Canning and Claudia Matthewson are all ones to watch after an impressive 2017 season, but the big challenge for the Strikers will be finding their way to goal. They've lost last season's leading goal scorer Sophie Nichols, and replacing her output will be a top priority. They will be capable of putting together a good run of results, and should they do that, there is no reason that they can't have one eye on challenging for a spot in the finals. The surprise packet of 2017, University put together a spectacular run of 7 consecutive victories in the second half of the season to finish 4th. Vanessa McDonald's side showed determination and belief in their new game plan to become one of the hardest teams to beat, but will now have to deal with the added expectations for the new season, along with becoming a big scalp for all the other sides in the competition. They have lost captain Catherine Podmore, but have been on a massive recruitment drive to replace her and further strengthen their squad, bringing in out-of-state recruits Shona Manning, Abby Walker and Jazz Allnut. Breakout star from last season, Marinda Sainty, will prove a key player in goals again, while more goals from forward combo Kath Webster and Maddie Hinton will push the students close to a potential top 2 finish. Canterbury had a tough season after a promising start last year, but finished strongly with a great elimination final win and a close loss in the preliminary final. 2018 will be tougher still after losing Grace Calvert over the off-season and revealing that they will not see much of stars Camille O'Connor, Molly Rasmussen and Isabel O'Connor. They will be buoyed by the long-awaited return of Lisa Jodich, the recruitment of young talent Gemma Kenworthy and a potential return of superstar Hannah Richardson later in the season, but the big changes are going to be a challenge to overcome. However, they've done it before and there's no reason why they can't do it again, especially if the form of the likes of Josie Croden, Maddie Curtis and Casey Ponting continues to improve. Beaten grand finalists 2 years in a row, Diamondbacks won't be dwelling on the past as they seek again to go one step further and reclaim the Premiership Cup. Heavy favourites last season, they slipped back to Challenger this year after losing All-Star Player of the Year Pippa Lewis, star goalkeeper Ruby Rose Haywood and talented midfielder Isabel Goldsmith. One thing we know about the Diamondbacks though is that they continue to find a way under coach Sarah Birch, and they keep finding stars to replace stars. Laura Harrison, Emily Donovan, Laura Zapatoki all return for full seasons, while Nicole Jeeves, Georgia Williams, Cara Wilson, Belinda Page and more form a formidable core group of talent. All eyes will be on future star Phillida Bridley as the player who could potentially break out this season. The Bulldogs go in as favourites this year and look almost certain to make it a three-peat. Despite the massive loss of captain and Association Best and Fairest Emily Newbold for the year, North West Grads only look stronger than they did in 2017. They picked up Grace Calvert from Canterbury over the off-season and will possibly welcome back Anne Wolford and Emily Diven at some stage, but are bursting with all-star talent such as Louisa Jacobson, Annie Scott, Madeline Rojan, Claire Rojan and competition leading goalscorer Ashley Arthur. The question is, how will they handle all the added pressure and expectation that comes with being heavy favourites? Recent history suggests they'll handle it just fine, but with the competition as even as this year promises to be, any slip up will be pounced upon. We've said it a few times already, but season 2018 is looking like it might be the most even competition in recent memory. A good run of form and results could see any of the 6 teams challenging for the cup at season's end, and we expect the ladder to change every week right up till the final round. Northwest are our favourites for top spot, but outside of that it is an open race for the top 4. Diamondbacks and University should challenge for a top 2 finish, while OHA are going to rebound hard and have an excellent chance of finishing in the top 4. Canterbury and Derwent will possibly struggle, and it might be a fight between the two of them to avoid the wooden spoon, though we suspect that no one will deserve to miss out on finals this year, and there will be heartbreak aplenty for whoever finishes outside the top 4. We would not be surprised at all to have them prove us wrong and both qualify for finals. What are your predictions for the coming season? Be sure to follow all the action right here on Premier League Hockey. Catch for live scores on Twitter, the full match replays on our YouTube channel, and exciting bonus content over on our Instagram feed.